From his humble beginnings as a football player playing for local teams in his hometown, to his transformation into an iconic figure on the big screen, bringing us legendary performances such as in White Chicks, Terry Crews is one of the few celebrities that you might think has a heartbreaking story. He's always been the kind of actor who, at different times, has made us laugh with his different characters and TV commercials and TV shows that we all remember. But the truth about him is that behind the fame there's something very disturbing about his life story. Behind Terry Crews' smile and his success in Hollywood lies a story of struggle and resilience. From his early days in Flint, Michigan, Terrence Allen Crews forged a life marked by challenges, which shaped his character as he grew up in a difficult environment, with traumas related to an abusive father and a drunken mother who allowed Terry to be beaten by his father as long as she had access to Jägermeister. These traumas, while painful and scarring him for life, drove him to find an outlet in sport. And as a teenager, he began playing football, looking for a way to overcome his adversities on the field in true O.J. Simpson style, but without murdering his wife. Despite facing obstacles and having little luck in his early years, his determination was unwavering, and eventually his talent and effort led him to excel in the National Football League, playing for teams in Los Angeles, San Diego, and Washington. However, the best was yet to come. Thanks to his innate charisma as a player, Terry Crews charted an impressive career in the entertainment world. His transition from playing fields to stage and screen was a process that reflected his dedication and versatility. However, it was far from easy. Terry said that he went from football player to performer out of sheer necessity, for he had spent all his NFL money on women, parties, and expensive gifts, and he wasted the rest. And so he was broke. He was working in security, until one day a friend told him about an audition for a show. The directors quickly jumped at the chance to see Crews shine, and they convinced the big Sigma male to take up acting. And despite the challenges and uncertainty and not having studied to be an actor and not having wanted to be one as a child, he persevered and found a niche in Hollywood, excelling in comedic and dramatic and action roles, captivating audiences with his charisma and impressive skill set. He also ventured into television with roles in popular series where he showed a talent for comedy. Not content with simply acting, he also made a mark in other creative fields, demonstrating ability in art and music, and exploring different forms of artistic expression, mastering the flute even better than Lana Rhoades herself. Following his achievements in the acting field, Terry embarked on an exciting journey to consolidate his position in the entertainment industry, but that is where he would face the harsh realities of competition and the high expectations of Hollywood. The constant search for meaningful, varied roles became one of his first obstacles. The stereotypes and role limitations for African American actors with strong complexions like his. But Crews was able to overcome these challenges and managed to appear in dramatic roles that had nothing to do with those histrionic performances of the 2000s. However, in 2016, Terry had to face a life-changing challenge, that of sexual harassment. Before the Senate committee in favor of victims of this type of crime, Terry dared to openly share his experience as a victim of sexual harassment after suffering a sexual assault in Hollywood. Apparently, one powerful person held his big athletic balls in his hands for minutes, and for years the rest of the actors in Hollywood simply laughed at him, thinking it was all a joke and couldn't be real. But by speaking openly and honestly about his experience, Terry became an advocate for awareness of the issue, inspiring other men to speak out about their own experiences and challenge the culture of silence. Tackling the issue was not easy. Terry faced disbelief from people willing to minimize his experience. and he confronted entrenched gender stereotypes time after time. If you're not a woman, it seems you can't be a victim of predators. And Terry, as stocky as he is, was a victim of such crimes. However, his bravery opened up a crucial dialogue about sexual harassment in the industry and in society at large. In doing so, he not only stood up for his own dignity, but he also paved the way for change. Terry wanted to challenge traditional expectations of masculinity by breaking through the silence, and it led him to speak more openly about the issue on different occasions, such as the Me Too, where he alerted the world to the abuse and misogyny that had long existed in Hollywood and which he himself had experienced firsthand. He claimed that those who were part of Me Too were not simply looking for money, as they only get money if they keep quiet after having put the backdoor hole at the disposal of evil criminals. It was these kinds of statements that cost him his place in The Expendables 4, but it's no great loss since it was a lousy movie that had very little to do with the first great installments of the saga. In addition, one of that film's producers, Avi Lerner, was being investigated by Me Too, and so he put pressure on Terry, telling him to keep quiet and distance himself from any Me Too lawsuits if he wanted to participate in the film. Cruise's refusal marked a turning point in his career. While many applauded him for his bravery and ethics, others might have questioned his choice. But Cruise's courageous stance opened up a crucial conversation about responsibility in the industry and the importance of making ethical decisions in an environment where commercial interests are often prioritized. The truth is that today, Terry Crews is one of those actors who you feel are indispensable when thinking about public figures that have left a mark on us, either by their life story or their characters. It's very certain that now we've all identified at some point with his story from his early stages of life, of enduring a hard childhood and living with it and still continuing to give the best of himself and achieving everything he could have dreamed of one day. Even though Terry is currently part of a Hollywood blacklist where he's not allowed to play the great characters that he might have once enjoyed playing, he still gets minor roles in series like Brooklyn Nine-Nine or The Walking Dead, and more importantly, he continues to make art his way. We would love for him to be part of this channel someday. Let us know in the comments what is your favorite Terry Crews movie. His statements served as evidence of how cruel and abusive the world of Hollywood can be, and it's not easy to survive. But Terry survived. Terry made it.